Wicked, 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 wicked. Wicked tones, you know.
Another thing I just have a massive issue with, I'm sure a lot of people do too, because I have a lot of people write me on Instagram and guys I talk to on Instagram or in comments on YouTube. It's like there's no accountability to trainers anymore. And I understand that because it can be frustrating, like training someone, they're just not understanding the movement because they have limited ability or limited experience in moving or doing anything. So when you train them, it's just like this old adage of like, oh, it's just better that they do something than do nothing. So even if it's shit form, as long as they're just doing something, it's nothing. It's like, that's such a fucking pussy way to be. I'm sorry for saying that, but it's like, it's such like a cop-out. So you're gonna sit there and collect that person's hard-earned money and allow them to just do shitty form. Maybe you don't know that it's shitty form, so that's not even a knock on you. You just have no idea what you're looking at, which is probably the case in a lot of cases. But if they're not doing what you deem to be what the form should be, which I'm sure you have an idea in your head of how you would do something, and it's a million miles from that, even what you tell them, then you're a shit trainer and you're a con artist and you need to get out of this industry. Because I can't tell you, like I have a handful of clients right now who told me, oh, I've trained with a trainer for 6 years and they came to me like a limp noodle. Like they don't even know how to hold a dumbbell over their, like they can't even hold a dumbbell in a right angle beside their body. And when they go to press it, it's like, if you've been with a trainer for 6 years and you can't do basic movements or understand how to set up and lock down and engage your body, that's day one shit. You spent 6 years not learning day one shit. That's day one in the gym. Brace here, set down here, tuck your chin here, chest up, shoulders, whatever it might be, all these cues. They're ingrained from the start, right? So all these trainers out there who are just gonna let someone do whatever and you're just being a therapist for them. It's like, and then you wonder, and then you look at other trainers and you fucking get pissed off at them because like you perceive them to be like better than you or like whatever it is, they're on a better path, whether it's they're making more money or they have more clients. You have to ask yourself, maybe there's a reason for that. Because maybe that him or her, the other person that you're thinking of, actually gives a shit and is putting work into getting their clients better. And if you look at your clients and they're never fucking changing, ever, then nothing you are doing is helping them. They don't need your help to stay the same. They can do that themselves, right? So it fucking blows my mind because I was away from this industry for a long time. Now that I'm training more people in the gym, I see that it's only gotten worse. It's like, there's no barriers to entry to this where like, yes, there's certifications you can get, but we all know no one, next to no one is carrying those certifications around unless they're working with a sports team or some type of like highly focused training squad or training place that has coaches, right? So it's like, you understand, like, there's no barriers to entry. It's just like, I like to work out, why don't I teach people how to train? Well, you work out like shit, and they're now gonna work out like shit too. Probably even shittier because you're not even teaching them the shit you know. So it's like, don't question why things are the way they are in your life or why people aren't getting results that you train, because it's probably you. Because you need to take the time to like, you can't have, if you're a great trainer, no rep should be wasted. And that's a lot of work. When someone hears that, that's a ton of work for them, right? So if I tell you like every rep, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's not going to be perfect because it isn't perfect yet, but it needs to be on the path to being perfect or as close to perfect as we can get. So it's every rep, you have to be watching that person's movement. Because if you're not cueing them and prodding them and tucking their elbow, putting their head down, whatever it is you're trying to cue them all the time, they will not get it. It takes repetition, like thousands of repetitions, and hearing something, I don't know how many times for it to be ingrained in the person, right? That's why you'll see me when I train people, I'm saying the same things to everybody. A lot of the same things to everybody because they haven't had this like style of training ingrained in them. So I have to keep telling them, whether it's like roll your knees in when you fire, which isn't you're rolling your knees in, don't worry guys. Well, it's like turning your quads in and squeezing out in your quad and a leg extension. You have to keep telling them to do it because if I don't keep telling them to do it, watch by the 5th rep, it's not moving anymore. It's not doing what I want it to do. And you're back to your old bullshit, right? And your old bullshit is what brought you to me. Or brought you to another trainer that you're looking to get better from who you perceive as a good trainer who can help you, right? So it's just, that shit bothers me to no end. And it's like, those people that are doing that, and they know who they are because they can look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm shit at training. I'm just bamboozling people and taking their money. Or they needed a friend and I'm their friend. You can do that and you can be a good trainer. It's not one or the other. So it's like, if you need to take a look in the mirror and stop and understand that you're giving other trainers who actually give a shit, like me or other people I know who give a shit and want to make people better, you're giving them a bad name. You understand? So like, you have to like really take that into account and maybe thinking about go getting another job or go getting better at what you're doing, because it's like running rampant. And I don't mean that speaking in this gym, because I'm here all the time. Like, I'm on social media. I see YouTube. I see TikTok. I see all this bullshit. It's everywhere. It's like a fucking sickness of like just shitty trainers. So like, if you have a problem with me saying that, then odds are you're a shitty trainer. If you don't, then odds are you're a good trainer.